Good morning and welcome to Dalat, a city in the mountains of Vietnam. And I arrived here yesterday. I've only got one full day, and today is it to go around the city to see as much as I can. For those that don't know me, I'm Stu. I'm a backpacker from England. I am just travelling around Southeast Asia and maybe the world for as long as I can. But right now I am on the lake right in the center of the city, and this is beautiful. Now, one thing that Dalat has is it's 1,500 meters above sea level, and if you've been to Vietnam before, it's a hot country. This so cool. I am not sweating. It's beautiful. And last night I had one of the best sleeps I've had for a while, at 18 degrees, which for those in England and you might find is, oh, that's a bit warm. No, it's not. Once you get used to the weather, it's nice and cool. So today is going to be around the city, various stops, just to see what's here in Dalat. Now, with this lake, because it's so big and you've got so much going around, I think there's that cathedral in the background, and just down there you can hire out little boats to go around, and they take tourism really seriously here. You've got people just working on the gardens. It's one of the cleanest places I've been to in Vietnam so far. And for this journey around here for the next couple of hours, I've hired a bike. The bike cost me 150,000 dong, which is a little bit more expensive than other places I've been to. However, because it's a tourist city, it was expected. Still cheap compared to Europe. So the bike's over there in the car park. I'm going to try and cross this road, and then we're going to have a wander up them stairs to see something really interesting. The traffic you get used to, and you take your life in your own hands as you cross the roads. But I'm going to go up these stairs and have a look at that. I've climbed the steps to find out this attraction is actually a cafe. It's a cafe. That's quite unusual. And then you've got this thing over here. Now I've looked on the map to find out what these places are. Most of the stuff I'd need to look at is over there, but just looks a bit unusual. And then you've got Go just there, which is a supermarket. Let's have a look over here. I've walked across to see if there's anything to tell me what this place is. I think the entrance is down the stairs down there, so I have a wander down that way. But you get a really beautiful view of the lake from up here. Really pretty. Right, I want to know what this is, so I'm going to find out. So the entrance is down here, and it's the Dalat Opera House, along with a bit of bowling, game and gym. Now it's not got quite the same ring as the Sydney Opera House, but that's quite nice. Didn't expect to see an opera house in Dalat. Right, there is so much to see, so I'm not going to hang around too much around here. Not really into opera, so I'm not going to go in. So it's to the next spot, which is, I'm just going to follow all the way around the lake for now to see what there is. I'm now on the opposite side of the lake. I'll just turn the camera around. But for them trees, you get a really nice view. But here is a park, a garden park, and that looks quite amazing. Now you've got to pay to get into it, and with my budget for today, a bit low, so I'm not going to pay. I'm going to try and get close and have a little look in, and then next door is a golf course. A golf course by a lake in the middle of a city. Now let's get closer. It's a dragon! This is the entrance, and that is quite spectacular. I'm not too sure how much it is to get in, like. I got a bit closer, and there doesn't seem to be many tourists coming here. Get a little buggy to take you around if you're really lazy. Nice little fountain in the background. Right, just checking the price first. You are into your plants and your flowers. It's 100,000 dong to get in. And it looks quite big. There's a map there. Shows you what you can see. Various little pictures. It's got its own little lake inside. But I haven't got the time. Too much to do. So I'm going to try and get away from this lake now and head somewhere different. If you're into your history of places, then this is probably a nice place to go to. And it's Dalat railway station. Now, if you're here and you're going to try and find it, do not use Google Maps, because it actually took me to a place that was about half a mile that way. Now, get in, it's 5,000 dong to get the entrance, and to park just over there is 3,000 dong. So 8,000 dong in total just for me to have a look at this. And this was designed, this is where I get the history out, between 1932 and 1938 with a French architectural design. However, during the war in 1972, the railway line was actually destroyed, but they've reopened it for tourists, and I think there's 5 trips a day they do. But as I've got a ticket, I'm going to have a walk in. Oh wow, they've kept the... I like that. Paris, Hanoi and London. And it's the right time. So you can buy your tickets here. Oh wow. That's quite crazy. That'll be the original train. And that one over there's a restaurant. Right, I've been trying to find a door that's open, but I've been told I can't go in. Dalat Plateau Railroad. Right, I'll get the camera in. You've probably seen what more than what I can see. Original engine. Lots of flowers. It's quite nice. I just realised you can actually climb up the steps onto the train itself and have a look through the window. very, very nice. And obviously with the reflection of me, it's probably not the best. The railway station with the Dalat Plateau Railroad. We've got the big tourist market coming here. Just through there is the ticket office where they have the clocks up, and I just found some seats with a little video of all this. That was interesting. A lot of history to take in. Basically, it took about 30 years to build, going through the mountains, building bridges, etc. And there's only two types of railroad in the mountains. One here, one in Switzerland. Who knew? But I'm all trained out, and I'm going to go on to the next place, which I believe is somewhere that away. It's the next stop, and this is, I'll find it properly, the King's Palace. Whoa, with some little guards there. Right, I've just parked into the car park. Little man gave me a ticket, 3,000 dong. Seems to be the going price for parking around here. Oh, you got to pay to get in as well. Bam! 90,000. Oh, go on, let's go. Right, that's me in. I paid my 90,000. There's a map of the whole place with lots of stops, and I'm not going to do too many, mainly because there is still lots to see. So this is the summer palace for the last king of Vietnam. I only know that because I've just had a quick look at Wikipedia. And that is it. It's the palace, I'm assuming. There's other things around here. They do like the little animals in the garden. But I am noticing that there's a lot of English signs. So there's one just there, just in front of the palace. I'm gonna have a look at that. Now these gardens are really looked after. And obviously because we're up a height in the mountains, this is the perfect climate for a lot of these flowers. And there you go, located not far from Dalat Centre in the southeast on a poetic hill, King Palace 1 has unique features combined with Western interference. I think that should be influence. King Palace 1 is a typical architectural system of the French in Dalat. Is a place which marks many glorious historical stories, especially be associated with Emperor Bao Dai, the last emperor of Vietnam's feudal dynasty. And I think we're allowed to go in. Let's go and see how a king life was. That's actually quite nice. More guards. Now you got to wear socks to go in. So this is inside the palace. Now the socks I've got on is to cover my flip-flops. So I've still got my flip-flops on. The socks over it.
인도 차이나 은행의 전직 장교였던 웅이의 대와 사업들이
So you can actually get dressed up as an emperor and sit on the throne. So there's loads of rooms to look at, and then this is the cabinet meeting room with that guy sat there with a little sign saying please don't sit here, but we'll let him up because he's a dummy. Now there's each room's got like a commentary in 3 languages, so it's Vietnamese, Korean and English. You just got to sit and wait until, well, don't sit, but wait until your English language comes on. It's all quite interesting. Loads of pictures of the last emperor with French people and that's in there. Look at them. I've come up these stairs and I'm on the first floor. These are the like private rooms for Emperor Bodai. Hello, pal. Now you can actually have a photograph taken, or say shooting with wax sculpture, 50,000. Nah. But what's interesting is the timeline of the last emperor, last king. So from 1955, he lived in France in exile and passed away in France on 1997. Which I never knew. In France. Now he's got 5 kids, 5 children, so I don't know if they're still living in France, if they're still allowed to be emperor of Vietnam. This is the exit at the back of the palace, and you've got the gardens, you've got all fountains. I'm just going to have a quick look around and then I'm going to head off to somewhere interesting. Not that this place is not interesting. Oh, it's a helicopter. Oh, it's a helipad. The horse. So this is part of the palace, the helipad. And if you wanted to, you can get dressed up in a palace costume and have your photograph taken next to the helicopter. Unfortunately, not for me. I am ex-military. I have worn uniform before. Don't want to wear it in Vietnam. As you drive around the streets of this city, the architecture is amazing. It's just so French, which, you know, the French built it, they designed it. But then you come to this place, which was built by a Vietnamese, and this is crazy house. This is a hotel. This is listed in amongst various publications of the strangest hotels to stay in the world. And you can actually go in. So I'm going to go in. It was designed by the Vietnamese architect Dang Viet Nga, and it was opened up in 1990. And this is the entrance. I have no idea if you've got to pay to get in. That beeping is doing my head in. There you go. Crazy house. Welcome. Hello.
Please go upstairs to get a ticket.
Oh, you got... Okay, thank you. So it costs 80,000 dong to come in. Let's quick map of the hotel. We've got various rooms named after animals. And this is quite crazy, which is why it's called Crazy House. As you can see, it's very popular with the tourists. So these are individual rooms that you can stay in. And to be honest, if I was staying here, I'd be very annoyed with the holiday makers. through the maze, you just go through lots of shopping areas, tourist rubbish that you can buy. It takes you through just stairs to take you through the whole hotel, which is, as I said, crazy. Basically, the architect described it as a fairy tale house, and just have a look. I can't get over this. This is quite impressive, but its overall design is to resemble a giant tree. You can see the tree there, and it incorporates sculpture design elements representing natural forms such as animals, mushrooms, spider webs, and caves, according to Wikipedia. But it's quite impressive. A crazy hotel, crazy house. That's not French. Just to prove that it is a hotel. So this is another side of the hotel, but just found a window where you can see the bed, sink. So it's a working hotel with loads of tourists around. I am now in a new place, and this is 100 cafes, and this is an amazing little cafe. Now from the outside this is what it looks like, but inside it is a bit like it's to be described as a hobbit's place. I'm just turning the camera around, so it's like a tree. So the bar is up there. I bought myself a coffee, and I've been told come down the stairs and then come through, and it leads you to the top. So this is a small cave. So I've got bend down, and oh wow, this is crazy as crap. Oh, steps. I'm hoping I can find my way back out, because it is like a maze. Steps to the left, steps to the right. Now if you are claustrophobic, this is probably not the best place for you. This is more steps. That's just in darkness, so I'm not going to go up there. Steps this way, and it is a bit slidey. No, because it's a bit damp. There is there's water under here. So basically, this takes you to the roof. One of the names outside on the cafe itself is Maze Café. I can stand it properly now. Wow. I mean, the lighting is perfect. I'm hoping once I do get to the top that I'm able to find my way back out. But just all the sculptures, and as I said, it's like a tree. So you got what looks like branches, roots. This is the craziest cafe bar I've ever been to. And everywhere you go, God, I'm out of breath. Lights come on. Oh, wow. and there's a road there. Right. So that's the name of the place. 100 roofs. If you're taller than sort of 5'10", wow, you're gonna be bending down a lot, and it just keeps going up and up and up. So that's the view from up here, and accordingly at the very top you get a decent view of the whole city. What's down there? Little pond. Still a fair way to go. So I'm nearly at the top. In the tree you've got little faces. Wow. And then there's a city. Now he's got a bike up here, so is there not an easier way of getting down? Wow, look at that. And this is the highest part of the cafe, and it's just full of weird and wonderful shapes. Oh, there's a house behind us. But then you've got the view again of the city. 100 roofs, I guess. Just a strange, weird place, especially when you come from the crazy house to here. Still got the same sort of vibe. Just the maze coming up here, all the etchings on the wall. You've got to come, definitely got to come. Now, coming up, which was the maze, there is an easier way to go down, which is just these stairs here, and it just takes you down easily. But along the way, again, there's stuff on the walls. That was a wrong turn. It is a maze getting out. I'm hoping this is the correct way, mainly because it's later. And that's me out. Oh my god, that was the craziest place I've ever been to, just for a coffee. It's been a full day, it's been a long day, I've seen a lot of stuff, and it's time for me to head back to the hostel. I'm going to have a chilled night because I've got to start packing for tomorrow morning and heading for the next place. If you've enjoyed this video about Dalat, you know you've got to press that like button. Tomorrow is heading back towards the coast, but I'm not too sure where. But you'll find out if you subscribe. But until next time, bye bye for now.